We are reading this news from the Hindu, where this is the national monetization pipeline. Despite the fact that this government is oft repeating that government should not be in business, but it is conducting all its affairs more like a businessman than a real government. Here, the Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs is offering a national asset amounting to 600,000 crore, that is 6 lakh crore, under the National Monetization Pipeline project. This includes airports, railway, roads, shipping, gas pipeline, among others. The road assets only are going amounting to rupees 1.6 lakh crore. This is the National Highway Authority of India, Niti Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant, which was earlier Yojana Ayog, was disbanded by this government, and the Niti Aayog, that is something like a full-fledged person running like a CEO of a private limited company. Accordingly, the National Monetization Pipeline document the road assets monetization during FY 22 to 25 aggregate to 26,000 kilometers. That is 26,700 kilometers of the roads will be operated by the private sector. They shall be charging whatever they think, and maybe there's some government control on the toll tax, or how are they going to recover their money that they are going to invest. 400 railway stations, 90 passengers trains, means a lot of people we are complaining about the poor facilities at the railway stations in the railway. So all this is going to be improved, but will this improvement will be free, or whether we are having that paying capacity, whether the Indian people, the poor people of India who are the 90% user of these railway facilities, are they able to give that much money that the private sector will be putting in with the profit? Whatever they are going to give to the government, certainly they want to earn a handsome profit on that amount. So how is that going to cost the poor people, the frequent users of the railway facilities, whether that will be popular among them or it will be difficult for them? 25 airports, okay, the airports is used by rather richer people, that may be okay. They may be wanting to shell out more cash for the better facilities that the government is not able to do. But is it because of the inefficiency in the existing government system? Can that be improved? Or is it that the inefficiency and corruption in the existing running of these assets by the government employees is forcing the government to sell or transfer these assets for operation and maintenance to the now the power transmission asset worth 45,000 crore. This is all 45,000 crore of monetizing. Monetizing means they are giving it to the private and getting money from them. And the private sector will be maintaining that 400 kV and above grid. Corporation of India Limited, monetization estimate of 45,200 crore. So all these power lines will go to the private sector. Then 160 coal mining assets. This is a major source of revenue leakage for the government, and certainly private participation in something, it will be beneficial, as government is itself not able to control the inefficiencies. And then we are coming to the telecom asset to fetch 35,000 crore. What is here? The Niti Aayog has valued government telecom asset at 35,000 crore can be monetized. This is for the 2.86 lakh kilometer of optical fiber asset laid by BVNL and BSNL. So BSNL and BVNL may not be using the optical fiber for themselves. So it is going with to the private hands for its better use. So 13,567 mobile towers asset of BSNL and 1,050 of MTNL at rupees 8,000 crore that can also be monetized by financial. Certainly the PSUs will not be getting any money, but the money will go to the government. But will the government reinvest that money in reviving these PSUs? Is that another question? Accordingly, the NMP 5,25,000 kilometer of optical fiber has been laid under BharatNet project, which aims to connect all villages. It is something like you build the things from the government. Government means all the people. Government does not mean anybody else, but all the people of India. They are contributing to the creation of asset. Then the private sector somehow is trying to garner that asset and to earn a profit from that asset. It means that you are building a house from your money, then some smart person comes and he says that you give me this house in 100 rupees, and he earns 200 rupees from that house and it gives to 100 rupees to you. And because of your inefficiency earlier you were not earning that 100 rupees, so you are finding it profitable for yourself. But for that 100 rupees, whether you are surrendering your ownership, that is a big question.